Everybody, welcome to episode 1 of my Railfan pictures. I'm going to start out easy with the cabooses on CSX or ex-CSX cabooses or cabooses I saw on CSX probably, except for the end. There's some miscellaneous stuff. So this was actually in Russell, Kentucky on November 26, 1988. And Russell is a big C&O yard on the Ohio River in eastern Kentucky. So, of course, 1988, they were CSX by then, but this caboose had not been molested yet. This is the same caboose that's been in Chillicothe for 30 years, so you'll probably see a few pictures of it. Okay. These pictures were taken in Greggs, Ohio. Greggs was an interchange between the DT&I and the C&O and the northern subdivision. And I took this picture in 1987, about the end of Grand Trunk Western, running over the old DT&I down there. So I took 4 pictures of it. I just walked around it. This is in Cabooses, Ohio, which is southeast of Chillicothe. This is on the C&O main line. The B&O used to interchange here with the C&O. Of course, then all became CSX. Now it's where the Ohio South Central interchanges with CSX. They run a few miles of trackage rates over the CSX up to this point, and they swap cars here, and then they run back, get on their own rails in Richmonddale. The next couple are pacing a train going north on U.S. Route 23, north of Chillicothe. Also in Russell, Kentucky, November 26, 1988. It must have been Thanksgiving weekend that year for me to be down there. I lived in Cynthiana, Kentucky from 1988 to 1990, and this is literally from my backyard. So you're going to see a lot of pictures. If I just say backyard, it means between 1988 and 1990, Cynthiana, Kentucky. This is a northbound coal train. Probably in the 90s, and I have no earthly idea where it was at. Sorry, did a poor job of record keeping. Deep, deep, deep in eastern Kentucky. I have no idea where exactly. If memory serves me right, there was a tunnel back behind the caboose. Pretty sure this is in Chillicothe on an interchange track with Norfolk Southern. If you see the concrete wall at the end of the caboose, used to be some storage tanks for diesel fuel or something back in there, and that's why I think I can place it at that point. June 1987, somewhere. Here's a few more pictures of the Chillicothe regular caboose over the years. These were all taken in the 80s or 90s. But this last one coming up is what it looks like in 2018. And it doesn't look any better today. It just keeps getting more and more and more faded. This caboose is on display in Washington Courthouse along with the steam engine. It was actually rebuilt and repainted in Chillicothe, Ohio. So it's sort of a C&O inspired scheme. The original caboose was built in the 1920s and it has plywood sides. These next 3 are from my backyard, run-through cabooses. I was pretty excited to see them. So. This was taken in Henderson, Kentucky. And I spent some time in Canada in 1990, the summer, and these were all around London, Ontario. A couple of TH and B cabooses here, which are pretty cool. This is a early Paducah and Louisville, obviously ex-Illinois Central. March of 1988 in Cairo, or Cairo, Illinois. I don't know how they really pronounce it. This is the Cairo Terminal Railroad. I don't think it was a long-lived railroad. Also March of 1988, in Paducah, Kentucky, which is really close to Cairo, Illinois. June 1987, and I have no idea where I took this. Grafton, West Virginia in 1987. And these next two, I have no idea where they were taken. I think it was in the 90s. Picture says June 1996. Maybe one of you will recognize the cars. And finally, I'm going to end up with this really cool camp car. Again, I have no information on it. Can't remember where I took it. Don't know what year it was I took it. But I love this thing. So hope everybody enjoyed this. It's sort of fun making it, digging out my old pictures again. So let me know what you think about it. I'm going to try to keep them short if I can. Stay safe.